have a revolution. It's got to happen.
Criminel pas capable révolutionnaire. Une différence criminel avec ça la fait, c'est des bagailles différents. C'est un criminel. Yeah, he's a criminal. He's not revolutionary.
Nous parlons pour gang, gens et que les médias traditionnels ont essayé de faire mon point. Nous parlons pour gang, gens politiciens traditionnels ont essayé de faire mon point. Nous, c'est un groupe armé. Nous, c'est une force armée qui regroupe jeunes femmes à jeunes garçons qui ont la même idéologie, qui ont la même vision. C'est ouais, en Haïti, côté nous des bons gens d'eau potable, côté nous des bons gens qui pour nous aider. Nous mêmes cap gourmet pour nous construire une société.
We are fighting for another society, another Haiti that is not only for the 5% of the people who keep all the wealth.
Your role must extend beyond mere responding to these challenges to anticipating and preventing them through creative and pragmatic approaches which focus on root causes, leverage technology, foster community engagement, and implement targeted interventions.
Standing against their government and telling the U.S. to stay out of Haiti.
Non aux Canadiens, non aux Américains. Vous êtes des monstres, vous n'avez pas de solution. C'est vous le chaos, c'est vous les crimes de gangstérisation qui a armé nos frères de les quartiers défavorisés.
Mademoiselle in sa deuxième Chanel way. And as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be doing another Haiti update. We have a lot of updates. I'm going to try to speed it up for you guys. I'm going to try to use a lot of clips in this one so that I don't have to talk so much because now, I will say I tried to keep the updates at a minimum in May because it was Haitian Heritage Month. You know, I want y'all to be happy, you know, enjoy the Haitian pride, but now it's back to reality. Not Sage opening the door, scaring the fuck out of me. I thought it was something serious came in here. And don't be calling my cat a job. Okay, I know Haitians, they always calling cats lugao. My baby's not a lugao. By the way, Sage's birthday was yesterday. I don't know when this video is going to make it out. Right now, it's June 4th. Her birthday is on June 3rd. Okay, it's my baby's birthday. Say happy birthday to Sage. Say hi to the people and say thank you. She's so rude. Shout outs to those of you guys who did invest in my channel. By now, it should be over. If I do manage to get this out on June 4th, today is actually the last day. But just in case, sorry, too late. No, the opportunity is never coming out again. If you want to invest again, sorry, too late. That's it. But thank you guys so much to everybody who did invest in my channel. So while everyone was partying, turning up, and celebrating the Haitian flag, as well as Haiti as a whole, Haiti was doing what Haiti does best. So let me just start off by saying happy Caribbean Heritage Month, because now it is Caribbean Heritage Month. And follow me on Instagram because I was posting a lot more Haitian related things. But let's just start off with, of course, Haiti's presidential council is just honestly embarrassing the hell out of us, okay? Last we touched, we're literally having a power struggle, arguing amongst themselves, especially regarding who was going to be the prime minister. And apparently, while we were gone, they were so stupid, in fact, that they had the nerve, the gall, the audacity to embarrass us further by opening applications, y'all, for prime minister. Like literally having the email out and everything. And the email was a fucking Gmail. It wasn't even a professional email. It wasn't a .org or .gov. Like, Chad, these motherfuckers is nuts, okay? Like they literally could not come into agreement with who they wanted to be prime minister, that they literally just opened it out to the public and just had people submitting their applications to an email. So after much deliberation and a bunch of hoopla and a lot of embarrassment, the Haitian Presidential Council elects Garry Conille as the prime minister. Once served as Sweet Micky, aka President Michel Martelly's prime minister. And there's a lot of shady things that went down when he was prime minister. We already know there's a lot of shady things that went down when Michel Martelly was president. Please feel free to watch my Michel Martelly presidential video. It will be linked down below. When I'm telling y'all the whole presidential board is shady, and then you guys go and you elect a prime minister that's shady, the people do not like it. They've been talking shit for so damn long. Every single time I see a post, it's voler, voler, voler. And I'm just like, oh, this is not going to go well. I know I promised a video on each one of these characters, but it's going to take a while because these videos are kind of more important. And what's very interesting with this whole council is, like, I understand that the whole point was for them to have different people from different sectors and political parties of Haiti so that things aren't biased. But when you have so many people with different ideas who are part of different political parties in Haiti, where all the political parties are so different and have different interests, you have caca like this happening, okay? You have people who genuinely have different interests, and a lot of their interests are personal, okay? They do not, I don't want to say, you know, I'm going to say it. All right, point blank period. Let me just say, yes, I went to school for journalism, but when it comes to the rest of these videos I'm going to be doing, my journalistic integrity is out of the window. I'm talking from my personal opinion. Parce que m'baka pa bon ko, I tried to be diplomatic. Moun sayo se pil tete yap fe la, right? Kaka voye, I cannot do it anymore. It's ridiculous. These people only care about what serves their best interest. And that's another reason I wanted to hold off on doing these videos, because like I don't even know what the fuck I believe anymore. Like, even when it comes to calling these gang members and rebel leaders rebels and gangs, we can't even really call them that. Like, can we? The gang members have called out the government and these elites so many times. They've said that the weapons are coming from them. Okay, they've said where their funding is coming from, where these weapons are coming from. So, you know what's funny? You know what? This girl on TikTok sums it up so beautifully for me.
The reason why I am hesitant to call what's happening in Haiti gang violence is because I don't think what's happening in Haiti is a result of gangs. When I think of gangs, I think of street crimes. I think of robberies and fights and all the other stuff. What's happening in Haiti is so far beyond that. Any organization that is able to close down an airport or that has full control over a boat port, that is not a gang. To me, that is a politically backed and funded organization. When the quote-unquote gang has better weapons than the army or than the police, again, that is not a gang. That is a politically backed organization that is funded by millionaires and billionaires on the island. I say that to say, no, in an instance like that, there's no army or military occupation that is going to bring peace on the island of Haiti. There can only be negotiations because there's someone with political power that is providing funds and resources to that entity to allow what is happening to happen.
Can we even call them gangs anymore? I mean, for simple layman terms and to make things go faster, I guess we're gonna have to call them gangs. But like when a government institution, right, or when the elites or people that control everything is giving people ammo, is giving gang members weapons to use against people, vandalize property, take over hospitals, harm the innocent, can you really call that a gang? Like, this shit is ridiculous at this point. And then they're sitting here talking about, oh yeah, bring in Kenya, bring in this, bring in that in order to restore order. That's not going to do anything, because at the end of the day, the people that are paying the people to orchestrate the chaos are the people that are helping these people come into the country to restore it.
We are fighting for another society, another Haiti that is not only for the 5% of the people who keep all the wealth, but a new Haiti where everyone can have food, clean water, so they can have a decent house to live in. Another Haiti where we don't have to leave the country.
Comme nous pas bailler peuple ça caille pour dormir. Là peuple là meni. Mais côté n'a vivre là. Mais côté n'a vivre là. Combien de fois n'est qu'elle était au politicien, n'est qu'elle était au président, n'est qu'elle était au sénateur, député, magistrat. Combien de fois n'est qu'après elle était au politicien bourgeois ça. Combien de fois n'entrer pour venir dans quelles conditions moun ça va vivre. Est-ce que moun ka vivre comme ça? Est-ce que moun ka vivre dans condition ça? Ça supposé révolter pour tout peuple là net doit gagner ça nan men. Moi voulais parler avec des espérances pour dire mission salguéen depuis 2018 nous la PCFL nous pas ka marcher. Bon groupe les système qu'on utilise mais ça non mais beaucoup avec nous toujours chasser les ça pour faire goumé ça on besoin faire là. Et c'est goumé ça qu'a fait Jodi là. Goumé pour libérer zone nous. Goumé pour libérer ghetto yo, c'est ça n'a fait Jodi là. Et on doit nous garder qui de Haïti. On Haïti en haut, on Haïti en bas. Moun ça qui met nous dans esclavage pour dans 10 ans encore, pour dans 20 ans encore pour ces petits parents qui ministre, qui directeur général, pour ces petits parents qui président sénateur, pour ces petits parents qui grand entrepreneur. Nous même nous pas jamais quand même. Il y a toujours besoin nous pour nous sortir pour nous les caoutchouc pour nous. Ça qu'a fait là, pour nous passer dans banque à l'étranger, ces millions ça qu'a fait là qui a financé vagabond que les têtes politiciens pour déstabiliser le pays avec le gouvernement.
CRKKOZ also stands accused of masterminding numerous assassinations and massacres, including one in 2018 that killed up to 25 people. CRKKOZ condemned the kidnapping of 17 U.S. and Canadian missionaries who are being held for ransom by a rival gang.
We condemn all kidnappings that happen in this country. The special one is the missionaries. They're Americans when we talk about missionaries. They came to this country to help us. Today, we cannot support any gangs who kidnap people.
CRKKOZ says he wants to tear up Haiti's political and oligarchic system by its roots.
Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna need you guys to pay attention to this part. However, it is in French and Creole. There is no English translation. So I'm just gonna sum it up for you guys before the clip rolls. So essentially, while we were away celebrating Haitian Flag Day, there was a series of attacks on numerous Haitian cities. And of course, they blamed all of it on barbecue, as they always have. And it's interesting because when I went on TikTok specifically, because for some reason, nothing's been telling me to go on TikTok to do any of my research, because I really realized that a lot of it is just false information. But I came across a lot of interviews that I wasn't able to find on YouTube. And in a lot of the interviews, I saw that people were interviewing him about a lot of these attacks. And I noticed in this one in particular, and a few of them that I came across from like literally 2022 to as of recently, he said like, yeah, no, I had nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with it. I don't know why people keep saying it was me, to the point where like eventually he's like, listen, I'm ready to die on the hill of being like, I guess a gang leader or whatever, but like I didn't do it. So that's basically to sum up the clip for those of you guys who don't speak Creole or French. It's very interesting. And that's why, like I said later on in this video, it's like at this point, I feel like they're just blaming everything on these alleged gang members.
M'bagay pour m'gâcher. Tout le monde compte toute histoire. Jodi a yo te dit me faire massacre la saline. Jodi la saline fait partie de vivre ensemble. Pas j'aime question de massacre la saline.
Donc vous niez ces accusations?
Pas j'aime gagner et pas moins nier, pas j'aime massacre. T'as deux groupes armés qui t'a pas affronté. Nan gouvernement fait moun la saline là-dedans. Côté où te dit me faire massacre. Et la saline est une côté m'ka aller chita manger dormir. On quand fait massacre ou pas parler comme ça. On toujours gon moun même l'el pas gen zam, même l'el pas ka parler, li gon regard là-bas ou qui a voulu dire un paquet de bagages parce qu'on te tue en famille. On te détruit en famille.
Est-ce que vous étiez sur place au moment où ça s'est déroulé?
Pas j'aime la saline. Jamais.
Parce qu'il y a des témoins oculaires dans les rapports.
Et m'dare me yo meton témoin. On moun la saline campé devant. Faut dire oui ou même barbecue m'te la saline. Et si vous voulez m'bral menon pour moto pour me sauter là boy ici pour mal la saline ou après marcher à pied ou même on regarder distance que nous apprend pour nous arriver.
Et à l'époque, côté pour me passer, pour me descendre la saline, je n'ai pas accès pour me passer parce que l'autre groupe armé qui était là et que j'étais dans le groupe avec eux.
Du coup, si vous êtes innocent, est-ce que par exemple dans le futur, s'il y a plus de stabilité dans le pays, vous serez prêt à répondre devant un tribunal pour vous défendre?
Et depuis la justice qui est forte, depuis et pas justice que l'organisation doit mener, depuis et pas justice politicien a mener, depuis et pas justice oligarque a mener, moi prêt pour me défendre n'importe quel tribunal. Et moi mettre au monde en défi pour dire une seule fois, moi-même Jimmy Chérizier la saline. Moi c'était un organisme indépendant. Vini mener enquête sur la saline pour voir si moi-même Jimmy Chérizier et que moi t'es dans massacre la saline.
So I'm trying to understand, like, who's on what side? Like, y'all understand where I'm coming from, right? Like, you can't give the people the guns and then be mad that the guns are being turned on you now. It doesn't really make any sense. Like, at this point, this is one big fucking play. And it really goes back to what the people that were talking about the conspiracies in the beginning were saying before. Like, a lot of people from the beginning of this was like, yeah, don't believe any of this. Like, don't believe any of it. It's all fake. It's all lies. And it makes me wonder, because another big theory of what's going on is that everything that we're hearing in the media is not true at all. Like, no gang members are doing anything. So that brings me to my next point. If you guys are not aware, a lot of Haiti's national treasures, artifacts are going missing. And I'm not talking about like little things that you could just take, like a painting or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about like cannons from the Citadel type shit. Things that can only be airlifted from the sky. Like, not shit that you could just store in your mama's basement, all right? Who the fuck has the resources to take that? I'm gonna need y'all to think before you answer. You know, so let's be fucking for real. A lot of the things that they're saying, oh, well, the gang members did this, the gang members did that, it just isn't accurate. It just doesn't make sense. And I never thought I would ever sit here in this chair and be like, well, the gang members didn't do it. Oh my God, my head hurts. I never thought I would ever say that, but it just makes you think, like, are they actually doing any of this stuff, or are they just making it sound like they did this stuff so that they can come, okay, aka the Kenyans and other people can come into Haiti and steal more of the shit? Because that's really what it's starting to sound like. It's really starting to sound like they want someone to blame, or these gang members were paid to orchestrate all of this. It's one big play so that all of these people could come into Haiti and literally just steal it outright from under these people's feet. And some way, somehow, there's going to be some big catastrophe where all these Haitian people end up losing their lives in droves. That sounds sinister. That sounds crazy, but I swear to God, that's exactly what it sounds like. And I like, it just doesn't really make sense to me, because these things that keep going missing is nuts. It's not just the cannons. It's things like all over the place, like all over the island that just keep going missing. It's precious artifacts, it's cannons, it's paintings, it's jewels, it's all types of stuff. And it's like, okay, where is this stuff going? This shit is long gone in Europe right now. They should probably in France. They probably trying to get more of their debt that they think that they're owed. Okay, like, they're not owed a damn thing. I wish the hell they would. So that brings us to the whole Kenya intervention, occupation scam. Every day we hear the Kenyans are coming, the Kenyans are coming. You know, I thought we were done with this whole Kenya coming to Haiti situation, but then it just resurrected like Jesus on an Easter Sunday. But I was not impressed. To be honest, as y'all already know, I ain't with it. A lot of Haitians ain't with it. A lot of the international community doesn't agree with it either, nor do a lot of Kenyans. Finally, I'm so happy a lot of people have come to their senses.
President Biden, Kenya is rather doing the heavy lifting in a turbulent region, Somalia, South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Washington, as you have mentioned, has committed millions of dollars for the cause in Haiti. Isn't it ironic that while America is ending its forever wars in Afghanistan, the latest in 2021, under your leadership, when you withdrew troops from Kabul, that you are committing Kenya to another foreign wars 12,000 kilometers away from Nairobi? I mean, why the discrepancy? Why the dichotomy? While you are ending your forever wars, overseas wars, yet you are committing Kenya to Haiti.
Haiti is in an area of the Caribbean that is very volatile. There's a lot going on in this hemisphere, and we're in a situation where we want to do all we can without us looking like America once again is stepping over and deciding this is what must be done. Haitians are looking for help. as well as the folks in the Caribbean.
I agree with President Biden that Kenya's participation in Haiti is not so much about what happened in the past. It's about what we believe in, the peace and security of humanity. We don't find that the U.S. is committing Kenya because the U.S. cannot commit Kenya. I am the president of Kenya. It's me to make that decision.
Wow. Did you hear him make such excellent points? Did you hear him say how Kenya has recently started to do a lot of the heavy lifting? They're already doing, sending some of their troops in Somalia and Sudan and Congo and so forth. And now he says the United States has committed Kenya to Haiti while the United States is ending some of her forever wars. And Joe Biden was the first one to talk, and he didn't deny that they were trying to commit Kenya. In fact, he went so far as to say, which I thought was revealing, that the United States did not want to be seen. He didn't want America to look like we were the ones that were on the front lines or the face of that.
And it's such a big deal that a lot of times where they kind of set a date for the Kenyans to come into Haiti, it's been blocked. And this is such a big deal because a lot of people don't even understand how this was even approved. And you guys are probably like, there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, well, Haiti needs help. Who cares? Haiti needs somebody. Haiti needs something. There needs to be hope for the country. But what a lot of people do not understand is not only do the Haitian people have a horrible past with intervention, but the way that this intervention or occupation is being set forth is completely 1,000% illegal. First of all, that Haitian presidential council is illegal. Second of all, that prime minister was not voted in. They don't like that man. They're already saying that man is a thief and a liar. They didn't like him before he was in office either. So that is also something that the people of Haiti are seeing as unjust and illegal. He would have to be the one to sign off on the Kenyans having to come forth and actually do whatever it is that they're doing. Third, the problem with this whole Kenya coming in thing is nobody knows what the hell the Kenyans are doing. Now you have one group of people that are talking about, oh, well, the Kenyans are only coming to help train the Haitian police to combat the gangs. You have another group of people that are saying, oh, well, the Kenyans are only coming to help quail the violence. Another group of people that are saying, oh, no, well, the Kenyans are only there to secure the airport, the seaports, and the roads in Haiti. They're not there to do anything else. They're there to be non-combative, non-violent. But if you look up the history of the Kenyan police, first of all, why are we sending police and not military? Second of all, why don't we handle their police misconduct? This is literally just as bad as sending American police. No, just fucking no. And what's really crazy is when you ask the president of Kenya, okay, President Ruto, what specifically are you going to do in Haiti? Like, what is the plan? He's extremely vague about it. And the only reason they haven't necessarily touched down yet is because of the funding and the logistics of the operation. And of course, a lot of the opposition. But like, no, seriously, like, what are you actually doing? Like, what is the plan? And of course, the question could never be directly answered. So I'm trying to understand, what exactly are you doing? Because it doesn't really make sense to me either. Like, what the fuck are you actually doing? And it makes you actually, it kind of puts knots in my stomach because you should be able to answer that in 1 to 2 sentences. It shouldn't be that difficult to answer. But it's just like, yeah, it's just weird. Like, the whole thing is fucking shady. Like, I don't even understand. Like, at this point, it's weird. You got a shady council with a shady prime minister, and now you're about to bring this shady police force into the country. After all of this shenanigans and antics, why in the world did Kenya have the nerve, gall, audacity to become allies with the United States? I mean, it's not too shocking because they're literally going to do the United States bidding, right? But it's a pretty big deal because Kenya becoming an ally with the United States makes them the first in the sub-Sahara of Africa to do so. Ain't that interesting? Of course, solidify the deal with the devil. I just don't get it. It's just, say you're in bed with the devil without saying you're in bed with the devil. Now I understand why a lot of Kenyans say that they don't fuck with President Ruto. I've had Kenyan friends, and a lot of them have said that they don't like the president. I never understood why. I never thought to look into it. But now I'm actually looking into it. I get it. I completely get it. Like, the man is a spineless asshole. Like, this shit don't even make any sense. Like, you're selling your own soul for the what, though? Like, this shit is just, child. So after this whole thing was announced, you know, President Ruto went to America for a few days or whatever. The whole thing is such a skit. It's crazy to me because even Haiti's prime minister, okay, Garry, okay, Mr. Garry went to Port-au-Prince trying to show that he was brave or whatever with a bunch of police, by the way, and probably the tanks that America sent. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, America sent, let me read real quick. America sent 10 U.S. tanks to Haiti to help combat the gang violence. I have to say, anytime I say gangs, I gotta do this. I gotta find another names for them. The accomplices. I'm about to just call them the accomplices at this fucking point. Because they're not gangs. Like, if you really think about it, they can't be. Like, by definition, they can't. So, the accomplices, okay? To fight off the accomplices, they sent them 10 U.S. tanks. What the fuck is tanks gonna do at this point? They need to send them motherfuckers, like, some rifles and shit. Which I think they did too. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But, you know, he pulled up trying to look all big and bad. Like, I'm not going to say what I want to say because that's going to be very barbaric and problematic. But it's just like, sir, what are you trying to prove? Trying to show you big dick energy? Little dick, very little dick energy there. Ever since it's been announced that the Kenyans may be coming at any minute now, accomplices have literally been targeting all Haiti's landmarks, allegedly. And it's very interesting because I will say, on one hand, they did say if their people were not on the board, they would start terrorizing shit and doing the most, which they are. And also, I'm not shocked, and I wouldn't be shocked if that was the people doing that too, but at the same time, the people kind of just want rest at this point. And they're also fighting the accomplices as well. So it's just like, it's just all around chaos, and I just hope there's a solution soon. But at the same time, I'm not naive and I'm not stupid, and I know all of this is just going to make things worse. Not only because intervention and occupations have always had a really sour story for Haiti, but because at the end of the day, you can't have any type of solution where the people that are trying to bring the solution are the problem. And I don't know if the international community, like Kenya, the United States, I don't know if they're in on this bullshit too, or if they're just oblivious. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, where the fuck do y'all think the accomplices are getting their weapons? Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, where do y'all think they're getting the weapons from? Like, where? Because, like, if you see people that have these weapons and you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, we need to eradicate them, the first thing needs to be, where did they get their weapons from? Because seriously, like, it's not rocket fucking science. And what's crazy about this is it's not a Haiti thing. It's not just a Haiti thing at all. A lot of people are focused on Haiti because obviously, you know, our dirty laundry is way more entertaining than a Netflix series. But if you guys take a look at Colombia, when it was the height of like all of their cartel situation, like with the Medellin cartel, Cali cartel, Northeast cartel, stuff like that, there were a lot of rebel type of organizations and things that lived in the Colombian jungle that were financed by the United States, people, where America's out here funding fucking chaos. They need to mind their business, and they need to stop funding chaos. And these guerrilla groups had like military grade weapons. I'm talking about tanks, I'm talking about weapons, I'm talking about bombs, I'm talking about all that shit. Oh, Haiti's so bad, help the Haitians. What is you even talking about?
Y'all, so while I'm editing this video, I look up some, clips. Yeah, this is still going on to this day. Hundreds of thousands of Colombians are being displaced from their homes due to guerrilla rebel group violence. So this is something that's still affecting Colombians to this day. And to make matters worse, there was supposed to be a peace treaty in place. Yeah, peace treaty where? Okay, again, another example of the United States not minding their business and it's backfiring.
Is literally Central America, Middle America textbook shit, and it's always had America's fingerprints all over it. That's why the DEA was always down there trying to arrest whoever, trying to get the drugs out. They don't give a hot ass, okay? Some of them were really passionate about their jobs. I get it. But some of them knew what the fuck was up. They knew America had a lot to do with a lot of that corruption. They knew that Americans were literally knee deep in a lot of the problems that were going on in Colombia, in Venezuela, in a lot of these countries. And to this day, they're suffering for a lot of these problems when all America had to do was mind their fucking business. Child, they had the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, the Liberation Army, Popular Liberation Army, bro. They had so many different ones. The largest one many of you may have heard of was FARC. It's not a new concept. This is not just a Haitian thing. It's not just, oh, look at these niggers. No! Very common. And they were really big on redistributing wealth from the wealthy and distributing it back to the poor. So you already know they was clashing with the cartels. They was clashing with all the rich. They was clashing with the politicians. Child, if y'all think Haiti shit is crazy, go look at Colombia. That's why I love the Colombia as well. You know, Haiti and Colombia have like a really tight relationship. But like, y'all, if I ever, you know, just like somehow, which I probably won't, like somehow stop the rabbit hole of going through Haiti history, we're definitely going into Colombia because it's just sad what the people have had to go through there. Because it's just like, it's a lot. And a lot of it has to do with, again, foreign intervention, you know, and it's just like when you talk about Latin America as a whole, it's like a lot of these countries would have thrived if people would have just minded their fucking business.
Encontramos otra forma más de cómo hacer las cosas.
Violence and murder are on the rise in Colombia and turning to crime on city streets.
Obvio, porque el gobierno ya no nos da oportunidad de trabajar.
Now, ordinary Colombians are finding themselves caught in the crossfire of this brutal narco war. Militias fight to control the cocaine trade. Young people are joining the ranks of armed groups.
Democrática no funciona.
Otra opción hay.
La gente la rebusca como sea.
Those who once believed in peace are now joining the fight as a new generation of rebels emerge. More cocaine is produced in Colombia today than at the height of Pablo Escobar's power.
Que esto sirva como prueba de que nosotros somos los únicos que combatimos, inclusive al Estado que lo promueve.
El tráfico es una actividad comercial que genera bastante utilidad y lo que no está haciendo el Estado, pues lo estamos haciendo nosotros, trayendo el dinero a estos sectores que el Estado colombiano olvidó.
Los acuerdos de La Habana, como digo, no se dieron como tenían que ser, todos fueron sueños, incumplimiento del Estado, atacar nuestras unidades, atacar nuestros reincorporados, atacar al pueblo, y en ese pues caí yo, el atentado, en vez de asustarme, me motivó más. Y nosotros obviamente estamos alejados del narcotráfico, solamente seguimos dependiendo del impuesto de los cultivos de uso. Al narcotraficante le cobramos un impuesto, de eso estamos viviendo nada más.
¿Estaba cultivando para alguna disidencia en especial?
Sí, uno no sabe ya para quién trabaja, ¿no? Me dicen que está la Carlos Patiño, ¿no? Y ya uno toca pagar impuestos por todo. Hace unos días nomás mataron ahí varios. Y no, yo prefiero irme, yo quiero estar tranquilo. Vea, tenga cuidado con esa foto, ¿no?
¿Cuál fue el motivo del desplazamiento?
Todos hacemos parte, aquí vemos familias enteras acá. Estaban bombardeando por diferentes partes. Hubieron muertos, hubieron heridos. Pues la gente se asustó y todos salimos de...
I think I made this video as short as I could have. Thank you guys again for investing in me. If you made an investment, if you missed it, you missed it. I told you guys to invest, and I told you guys if you missed it, you missed it. So thank you guys again. If you did invest, I appreciate it more than anything. Make sure you guys check out my other channels because I'll be popping out there when I ain't popping over here. I am working on my first video for my Media Hustle channel, so please make sure you guys check that out. Everything is going to be linked down below. I am also organizing my Media Hustle Speed Networking event part 2. So make sure you guys, if you are in New Jersey or New York, you want to attend, you go and you buy a ticket. For those of you guys on Patreon, you already know you're going to be getting the discounted tickets and you will be getting notified of the ticket drop first before anyone else. Thank you guys so much for watching and always supporting me. I love you guys so very much, and I'm going to see y'all next time.